I'm unlike you since I'm an elite who graduated from a university. A wife who would choose a husband like you must be extremely ugly. Call her, call her, call her! Sorry, can you come here right now?
Sure, I'll be right there.
Trouble Busters!
Ah, I got a reply. Let me see. Don't be eyeing your former female classmates? No way. You're my one and only. My name is Alan. My wife and I have been married for 6 months, and we're newlywed. Ugh. I'm at my middle school reunion, but I'm not really in a good mood. Hey, you wet milk bag! You're as lame as always. What a nickname. Thomas. Colin. I haven't seen you since middle school.
Thomas!
Alan, let me introduce you to her. She's my wife. Her name is Nancy. She's a reader model.
My name is Nancy. I'm on TV too.
Best couple of the century. Thomas has always been the same, and Colin's still kissing up to him too. How's everything for you, Alan? I got married 6 months ago, and for my work, I'm unlike you since I'm an elite who graduated from a university, and that goes for work too. A wife who would choose a husband like you must be extremely ugly. I believe my wife is extremely cute, and I don't think I'm the only person who feels that way. I say that because, okay, that's enough. Well, people say that it's best not to be with a pretty wife if you're gonna spend your every day with her. Thomas, you're so kind. You're a genius.
That's so hilarious.
And to add, I can't say that I'm making a huge income, but I'm making enough so I won't be in trouble with my daily life. Yeah, I know, don't worry. You've always been stingy, that's why. You were filling your piggy bank with dimes. That was just my hobby and—
What? Seriously?
Yeah, he's really great at keeping himself stingy. I'm sure your wife is caught out of her expectations too. She ended up marrying a guy like you, Alan. What exactly do you mean? But I'm sure she's around the same level as you. I guess it's the miraculous coupling that happened out of the 8 billion people in this world. God has a great sense of humor. I'm cramping from laughing too much.
Thomas, you're the god of humor.
Seriously, Alan, you should call your wife here. Huh? You brag about your wife, right? We want to see her too. That's true. Thomas is right. But she might still be at work. What is it? Are you not confident about her? Call her, call her, call her! Thomas is right. He and I have a lot of differences, but I've been working as hard as I can in my life, and I don't deserve this treatment. Because I don't care what they say about me, but they're insulting my wife too? I can't tolerate Thomas, Colin, or Nancy any longer. I'm not like myself back in middle school, when I couldn't even talk back to them at all. I'm not letting them get away with this! Trouble Busters! Hey, I'm sorry to call so suddenly. Can you come here right now?
Sure, I'll be right there.
Hey, your wife isn't showing up at all. I think she had to stay longer at work. Oh well, she's your wife, right? Maybe she's trying to save money by walking here. I can see why she's so late. I can't wait to see how they react. Jeez, what's going on? Is there some entertainment that started?
Huh? Hey, Thomas, Colin! There's Marina, the model here. What's going on?
Huh? Marina? The model? You're right. That's Marina for sure. Why is she at a reunion? Seriously, Marina's so beautiful.
Alan, there you are.
Marina, thanks for coming. I know you're busy. Hey, Alan, what on earth's going on? Why is Marina talking to you? I mean, why is the famous model Marina here? Marina's my wife.
Hello, my name is Marina, and I'm Alan's wife.
What? Huh? So your wife's Marina? The famous model? No way! Alan married Marina? My favorite model when I was in college? I've had delusions to imagine what it'd be like to marry Marina, but that was just a delusion.
Marina, I have been your huge fan. Wow, thank you.
It's so amazing that Alan's wife is such a supermodel. This is my first time seeing a real model. Me too.
Hey, you guys met me already. I am also a model.
Huh?
What's wrong? Why are you looking at me as if I'm saying something ridiculous?
By the way, how long has it been since the two of you got married? Yeah!
Hey! Ugh! We've only been married for 6 months, so we're still newlyweds, right?
This is ridiculous! How did a guy like Alan meet a girl like Marina? I see. 6 months, huh? How'd you two meet? Did you happen to run into Alan when he was working his shift at the convenience store? I've never worked at a convenience store. I met Marina at a photo shooting site. Photo shooting site? Which magazine was that again?
Jeez, that was for an advertisement for a cosmetic company.
Oh, that's right.
That was a memorable place we met. Oh, jeez, Alan.
I'm sorry, Marina. Please forgive me. Hold on a second. How on earth did Alan get so lucky to be at the photo shooting site of Marina? A situation where Alan could be there? Oh, for example, maybe he was delivering the lunch for the crew, or he was cleaning up the site. No, I was there to shoot photos. I'm a photographer. A photographer? You? Really? Didn't I say it earlier? No, you didn't!
Because of the photo book that Alan found when he was in middle school, he decided to become a photographer in his future.
Yep, and that was why, as soon as I graduated from middle school, I became an apprentice of a professional photographer. I've become independent, and I work as a private photographer. What the heck? I've never been told that you became a photographer? That was because I didn't tell anyone. I was too shy to tell anyone that I wanted to become a photographer back then.
Alan, I didn't know that you were a photographer. That's amazing.
You must have really worked hard. Alan never talked about himself since we were in middle school, but he's always the one who puts in all his best. Guys, I'm not that amazing. I can't believe Alan's gathering more attention than I am. Unforgivable. Alan, you must have worked hard, but I don't know what kind of photographer should be sleeping with the model. Huh? Isn't that pretty much abusing your authority? I would never trust a man like that. Thomas is exactly right. You haven't slept with other models, have you? Ooh, so scary.
What? If that's true, he's terrible.
That's not—
If you're going to say it like that, I was the one who abused my position. But it's not like I was prohibited to be in love at my workplace.
Huh?
I was the one who fell in love with him.
What? You fell for him first? No way!
It's true. Alan is always so good looking, but he's so much cooler when he's at work. He's always sincere about how he could take even better photos, and it's so amazing how passionate he is with work. And he treats his colleagues great too. He's always humble, and he's willing to listen to other people's opinions. He's really considerate too. And after seeing him like that, I ended up falling for Alan.
Marina, that's enough. If you praise me so much, I'm gonna melt and vanish.
But I'm telling the truth. Oh, how wonderful. I want to become a lovey-dovey couple like them.
Alan, you have such a great wife. You guys are a perfect match. Damn it! Everyone's looking at Alan with a better set of eyes. I'm far better than this bastard. That's right. There's something I'm far better than Alan at. Alan, you should be glad that you have such a wonderful wife. Yeah, I agree. But I feel bad for Marina. Huh?
Feel bad? Why?
I'm sure she's the one who's paying for all the living expenses. Huh? A wife who supports her husband financially? What a hassle. I feel really bad for Marina. I wonder if Alan's ashamed of himself at all for making his wife carry both of them. Ashamed?
No,
By the way, I'm an elite office worker who graduated from university. I don't mean to brag about myself after talking about how Alan is, but I actually make $50K annual income. Marina, you would have lived a stable life if only you married a man like me. Don't worry about that. Huh? What do you mean? I make at least $70K annually right now. I get a few dozen thousands more whenever I get more work to handle too. $70K? And that's at least how much you make? You're lying! There's no way you'd be making so much! That's right! There's no way Alan would make more than Thomas!
you're only making yourself look bad by putting on a front. It's true. Of course, I make decent income because I'm a model, but Alan is one of the most famous photographers in the industry, so he makes about that much.
Alan's a famous photographer? I could do better, though. No way. I'm an elite who graduated from university. But not just the wife, but I'm also losing against him when it comes to income? No, but my education level's higher.
There are some people who try to brag about their income and education level, but those aren't the qualities that you could truly measure a person's value.
Huh?
Don't you agree with me?
Look, Thomas can't even argue against her. And remember what he's been saying to Alan this entire time? I mean, Thomas, you've been bragging that you graduated from university, but you went to that school, right? The one that you could get in as long as you write your name on the application? Guys, stop! Whoa, I wouldn't brag if I were him. And to add, he's been bragging that his wife's a model and that she's been on TV, but when I searched how often she's been on TV, she's only been interviewed on the street for a local channel program. Seriously?
Oh boy, Thomas's front is getting peeled off. I guess he did this to himself, though.
Oh, Jeez, are you guys in a position to say those things? What? Thomas has been the top performer in sales at Trouba's company since he started working there. He was promoted first among his colleagues, and he's already the assistant manager. When you compare him to you guys, he's far better than any of you. Oh, Colin, you guys aren't at a level you should be saying anything about Thomas.
Top performer at Trouba's company? Oh, that's strange.
What do you mean?
My boyfriend works at sales in Trouba's company.
Her boyfriend works at Trouba's company's sales department?
And my boyfriend was bragging that he's been the top performer for the last few years, and there hasn't been anyone who's become the assistant manager out of the colleagues just yet, so he's been saying that he'll be the first person to be promoted. This was just yesterday. Isn't that completely different from what you were saying, Thomas? Does this mean my boyfriend was lying, or was it you?
Of course your boyfriend's wrong. Colin, stop. If anything, why don't we give a call to your boyfriend and confirm it?
Sure, let's do that.
I said stop! What's the matter, Thomas? Why are you suddenly yelling? If you didn't say anything unnecessary, this conversation wouldn't have gone towards a weird direction. I didn't know her boyfriend works at my company's sales. Damn it! Huh? Does that mean you were lying about being the top performer who was promoted? I'm never gonna talk to you anymore. What? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. What the heck? I was just— no excuses. Damn it. All these guys.
Hello, Marina. My name is Nancy, and I'm Thomas's wife.
Hey!
I'm a reader model, so I'm also a model, just like you. I feel like you and I will make great friends. We'll be best friends. Huh? So I wanted to let you know that I am totally fine if you give me some of the work that you were offered to do.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I mean, stop telling others that you're my wife. You're embarrassing me.
What do you mean by that? Does that mean you're embarrassed that I'm your wife? You've been bragging about how beautiful I am just earlier.
Did you just forget what everyone else was saying? Look at Marina. Even though you're both models, Marina would be a sword versus you're just a plastic knife.
Plastic?
I've only known how to cut with a plastic knife until now. That's why I compromised with you.
What do you mean by that?
I realized it today. Alan could get a famous model to become his wife, so I'm sure I can too. Right, Alan? Huh? I deserve a sharp wife who reminds me of a sword, you know? A wife who reminds you of a sword? So I'm breaking up with you.
What? What are you even saying?
I don't care what you say. Now I know how attractive a sword wife can be. Again, what the heck is a sword wife?
Unbelievable. Thomas, you are the worst person ever. Fine. I don't want you either. I'll be happy to break up with you.
Whew, finally out of our hair. So now, Alan. Huh? As you can see, I'm single now. Okay. So I want you to hook me up with a famous model who deserves me, okay? What? Who cares? We've been friends since we were young. It's not fair you're the only one who has a beautiful wife. You should share that happiness with me. I'm sorry, but I don't do those kinds of things. Especially not if I know that the guy would break up with his wife for his own selfishness. Besides, I've never considered you my friend. What the heck? You've changed a lot, Alan. Then Marina!
I don't do that kind of thing either.
I haven't even said anything yet!
Besides, I don't know a single model who deserves a man like you.
What?
Before I came to this reunion, Alan told me a lot about you. You've always been treating Alan poorly since you were in middle school, right?
Treating him poorly? I just wanted to be friends with him.
Based on what Alan told me, it didn't sound like you were trying to be friends with him at all. Besides, after meeting you in person today, I could see what kind of a person you are.
Thomas, I don't plan on becoming friends with you, and I don't plan on hooking you up with any models I know. If anything, I won't ever want to get myself involved with you. Have a good evening. What the heck is wrong with those bastards? Just because I was being nice to them? What the heck? Stop laughing! All these bastards. This is enough. I'm gonna show them what I've got with my own abilities. Woohoo! I got selected! I never thought it'd be as easy as searching for how to meet models. The ticket was by raffle, but I got selected. I must be destined to meet models. But the ticket costs $20,000. I don't have enough money in my savings, but looking at the list of models who are showing up, they're all really famous and renowned. But this is the critical moment in my life. I'll spend everything in my savings and borrow money from friends. Once I get to marry a famous model, everyone's gonna envy me. I'm sure my model wife will make income for me, so I'll get back the 20K easily.
I seriously shouldn't have joined Thomas's reunion. His classmates laughed at me and I ended up getting divorced. And this was all because Marina showed up at the venue. I can't forgive her for leading such a happy, newlywed life. I'm going to use my fake account that I used for my ego search and spread all sorts of rumors about her. Even if they find out about it, all I have to do is to delete that account too. Oh, maybe it'll sound real if I were to mention that I used to be her high school classmate.
It's been 2 weeks since I deposited 20K. Oh, the website for that party's gone. No way! That can't be possible! Oh my goodness. Damn it! I ended up borrowing 10K from my friend. I promised to give it back right away, but I can't possibly do that with my current salary. Damn it, what do I do? Oh, that's right. That job's gonna pay me so much more. If he can do it, so can I.
I'm getting so many reactions for posting Marina's anti-tweet. This is fun. There's a lot of comments trying to protect her, which bothers me though. Huh? A DM? Marina's agency? If I were to continue the insults, they're going to take necessary action? I know some people fake these things. I know they're fake. Okay, I'm just going to ignore them. Alan, take a look at this. It's a flyer that came to my agency.
Now accepting inquiries? A flyer from a photographer? Huh? Is this picture Thomas?
It's him, right?
It says, the rising photographer, but there aren't any accomplishments on his portfolio.
I wonder if he's trying to compete with you.
We can just leave him. Anyway, what happened to the social media account that was insulting you?
I talked to my agency about it, and they're taking actions.
I see. I hope it gets resolved soon. It's been a month since I quit my job and started my business as a photographer. Why am I not getting any offers from anyone? I made a website, I sent so many flyers and business cards to modeling agencies and publishers. If they're gonna ask Alan to do the job, they should ask me. I bought this camera with the money I borrowed from a loan shark. I have a payment to make every month, too.
It's been a while since we've been on a date.
We've been busy lately. Alan!
Marina!
Thomas? Nancy?
What's the matter?
Alan, I need you to help me. Here's what happened. And now, my debt's about 60K. 60K? I already spent everything in my savings, and I borrowed 10K from a friend, and I borrowed more money from a loan shark so I could become a photographer, so I bought an expensive camera too, but I'm not getting any job offers as a photographer, and I can't repay my debt. My friend and the loan shark are trying to collect the money from me. An expensive camera? Why'd you buy such a thing when you haven't ever been a photographer before? I mean, there were so many kinds of lenses and I had no idea, so I bought all kinds!
I got an official letter from your agency saying that you guys will be suing me for defamation. I apologized, but they wouldn't forgive me. So, were you that person who claimed to be my high school classmate?
Oh, Alan, please! Can you hook me up with a photographer job? Something that pays a lot? I need to repay my debt, or else I'm in trouble!
Marina, I am really sorry for what I've done. So, can you talk to your agency and tell them not to sue me?
Thomas, I'm sorry, but that's not possible. Why not? I can't irresponsibly give my precious client's request to someone else. Besides, that debt's all because you didn't think much before you acted upon your greed. You did this to yourself.
Unfortunately, I can't help you either, Nancy. People say whatever they want about celebrities all the time, but among them, yours was one of the worst. You hurt my feelings too. I'm letting my agency handle it.
I want the two of you to stop showing up in front of us. If you're gonna suddenly show up again, we're gonna have to talk to the police. No, please! After that, Thomas apparently quit his job as a photographer. To repay debts that had ballooned to 60K, he's said to be juggling multiple part-time jobs. He seems to be looking for full-time employment as well, but that hasn't been going well. As for Nancy, Marina's agency chose not to settle and instead took legal action. As a result, Nancy was ordered to pay damages. Because of this incident, her work as a reader model dropped to zero, and she's now earning money for both living expenses and compensation payments by working part-time at a factory and a convenience store. Seems both of them are barely getting by. Meanwhile, Marina and I are doing great in both our professional and personal lives. We're currently in Hawaii on a photo shoot trip for Marina's photo book. We've been looked down on and insulted in the past, but I'm glad I kept pursuing the path I believed in. Thanks to that, I've gained the best job imaginable as a photographer, and the best wife imaginable in Marina. Trouble Busters!